right.
All right.
All right.
What a historic episode this is going to be.
I just put one.
My bad.
First move.
You ruined the episode.
All right, we start.
Hey guys.
Howdy.
It's been a week longer than you were suspecting, and that's on you.
Expecting.
Yeah. I feel like it's been so long I've forgotten how to podcast.
Same.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Took a two week hiatus.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll only be 1 week for them.
True that.
2 weekends for us.
2 weekends for us, because Easter weekend was a nightmare, followed by Easter week, which was a nightmare, followed by this week, which is slowly becoming a nightmare.
So all around, just, becoming an adult is, having a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
And not knowing how to budget the time to do all of it yet.
Right. Yeah.
So
we're at this specific point in between adulthood and childhood where it's I don't know what the fuck's going on, but at this point I have to start just doing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, that's the thing, is nobody actually knows what's going on, but we all
just guess our way through it.
Just keep going, I guess.
At least we have Nicolas Cage to keep us sane.
Speaking of
Nicolas Cage.
Fucking speaking of.
Does it smell really good in here to you?
It smells phenomenal. Do you want to tell them what we did?
We went and saw the only movie that should exist.
The one single movie that should exist.
The Unbearable Weight of
Natural Talent.
The Unbearable Weight of National Treasure. But The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent we went and saw in theaters. It was quite the hoot.
The hoot and the hollering was happening.
And then right after that, we would have recorded an episode, but then we had a whole bunch of other stuff to do that day.
For sure.
But in between those things, we went and made a Nicolas Cage scented candle. Or it's more what we think Nicolas Cage would smell like.
What we expect him to smell like, for sure.
Do you want to run through those scents that we threw in there?
Absolutely. So the largest note we have is I believe it was the bourbon. And then the mid scent, the kind of middle ground, was mahogany. And then we had just good old leather there as the underlying tone. Took us a little while to figure it out, but wow, does it smell fucking fantastic.
What a fun process that was, though, going through scents and being I don't know about this Nicolas Cage for this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just we were between one that smelled like tobacco and one that was a different type of wood, but mahogany seemed like the right way to go.
I think it was cedar.
Cedar was the other one, yeah.
But mahogany was spicy, and we wanted it to add to the bourbon flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells I wasn't expecting it to smell good when we made it, because it was
right. Especially with how the lady reacted. She was like, "These are the three.
Yeah.
These are the three you're going with," and I was like, "Absolutely, the fuck."
Yeah.
It smells fantastic.
It's so good.
I feel like there's a little bit too much leather in there because I'm not getting that much mahogany spice.
Yeah.
But it's not so much to where it's just leather,
Yeah.
It smells like a clean man.
It does. It smells like somebody that probably rides a motorcycle, took a shower.
Yeah.
With their artisan soap.
They just got off. They just got back from riding for hours.
Yeah.
And they just got out the shower.
The type of person that has a wooden comb for their beard.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's really getting us in the Nicolas Cage mood.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be talking about the movie.
Before that, though, we are switching to a bi-weekly schedule. because it's just gotta, like,
Yeah.
it's just gotta. And also, this is the earliest we've ever recorded. It's,
Absolutely in the day, because like the sun's out.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize was weird until like we sat down.
Yeah.
I was like,
you want me to close that curtain?
Jesus, no.
Okay.
Look at Thor. He's looking at it. He's enjoying. Oh, he's so handsome. Think. Thor. Lick. See?
Thor, speak. All right.
He doesn't know that one yet.
Can cats learn commands like that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Ooh. You know what? Cats are all right. But
can you feel him staring through the back of your head? Because he is staring.
I feel like I don't have control of my own body right now. I think Thor's completely possessed me.
But yeah, bi-weekly, fucking might get more out than that, but that's gonna be our expectation instead of trying to do something every week, because it's hell.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, it feels like for a while our friendship has been dominated by the podcast. So it's like, it will do the podcast on the weekend and then just all week are working on it when we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what you gotta do when you're doing everything for your own podcast, you know?
Yeah.
But I hear ya.
Not that we're gonna stop doing it. It's a very fun thing. But
we just aren't getting money from it yet, so it's hard to justify spending a lot of time on it when I could also be doing other things, you know.
Anyways, off topic. Go follow our Patreon.
We just set it up. Incredible tiers, incredible benefits for you.
Tier 1, which tier 1 is like $5. And I was going to say you can video call me anytime you want to.
Whoa. Whoa.
Tier 2, you have
I would say that's tier 2. Let's do that for tier 2.
Tier 3 is you have my personal phone number and you can call me anytime and I will say I'm your friend.
It will get you out of any bad situation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tier 1.
Is this for your separate Patreon?
Oh, no. Oh. It's combined.
Okay.
That's just what you're doing for each one,
Okay,
right?
gotcha, yeah.
What was your tier 1 then?
My tier 1 is you send me a picture of your shoes and I'll say nice back.
Okay.
You can get that for $5.
Yeah. All right, mine is for $5, tier 1. No, I can't do that. And then no, tier 1, you get a night out. Not a night out, sorry, a beer. You get a beer.
Oh,
Tier 2 is you get a night out with us.
Okay.
And then tier 3 is, wow, what would top? Oh, a night out and a kiss on the cheek.
From both of us?
Whoever.
Or whoever, yeah.
Yeah.
Combined tier 4, you get to introduce us to your parents as your partners.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, what are we doing?
We're gonna talk about
Into the Cage.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the movie.
Welcome, our longest running segment. Nicolas Cage, I just need to know what you smell like. Thank you.
Yeah, if you hear this,
I hope it's not shortbread
or
cranberry juice.
Or tree bark.
Tree bark. We have tree bark.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Nice tree bark.
No, I do hope you smell like a nice tree bark.
I bet.
I just need to know. I don't know how. Tell me or just meet me in passing real quick. I just need to sniff a little whiff.
Meet me in Grand Central Park. Wait. What the fuck?
Whoa.
I just had a stroke.
You did.
Meet me in Central Park.
Uh-huh.
Meet me at the bench next to the what's that? Imagine logo on the ground.
Oh, Strawberry Fields?
Yeah.
At the bench in Strawberry Fields.
I'll be the one
at
wearing...
one of the benches in Strawberry Fields.
I'll be the one wearing sunglasses and a church coat and a hat that says Nicolas Cage and glowing lights.
There you go.
Just
yeah.
Fully incognito, but like also the big showy hat.
Yeah.
Just let me get a whiff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glad we got that established.
Yeah.
Glad we got that out the way. So the movie. Obviously it's not been out that long, and if you haven't seen it, either go see it or stop listening, either or
keep listening if you don't plan on seeing it.
Yeah, or keep, because we're gonna say everything that happens, all spoilers.
Let's name some of the actors that are in this.
Oh yeah, we got Nicolas Cage playing Nick Cage. We have Pedro Pascal,
which has the same birthday as me,
who has the same birthday as Draven, playing Javi.
Yeah,
cannot remember his last name. It was not important.
I don't think they said it, did they? They might have when they were talking about like the crime syndicate shit.
Yeah. And that's all that really matters to me. So,
there was also what's his name was in there? Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, Tiffany Haddish, and that other guy.
Neil Patrick Harris was playing his agent.
Yeah. And then Tiffany Haddish and the other guy from After Party. Two actors. I don't know how
to say his name.
Ike Barinholtz.
Okay.
Two actors from After Party, both playing CIA agents.
Yeah, like with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. Since we just finished watching After Party.
For sure. And it's weird that those two are in After Party, but so is Ben Schwartz, and Ben Schwartz is in Renfield with Nicolas Cage.
Maybe that was part of their contract, is you do this show with us, and then you'll get to work with
Nicolas Cage. Like, you have to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, so sorry. You go ahead.
So yeah. Wait, you got rid of the actors real quick.
Did you line them up?
Yeah. Lily Mosheen played Nicolas Cage's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Alessandra Mastronardi played Gabriella, which was Javi's love interest, and Sharon Horgan played Nicolas Cage's wife, or ex-wife.
I'm gonna put quotations around love interest because we knew who his real love interest in this movie was.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We'll get into that later.
Should we?
But Jesus Christ.
Should we just take it from the top then?
I'll do a quick synopsis. Okay. So The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is about a down and bad actor, Nick Cage, whom a lot of people know and love. Basically getting like his last job, in quotations, going to a birthday party for his #1 fan, Javi. And they have great bonding times and basically end up like starting to make a movie together. But little does Javi know that Nick Cage is actually working with the CIA, because the CIA thinks Javi is a fucking international crime lord.
Yeah. I believe the first line in the movie was something like, Nicolas Cage is fucking awesome while they're watching. I can't remember what movie they were watching. Oh, Con Air. They were watching Con Air. And then we see their house get broken. It's two people watching a movie together. Their house gets broken too, and the woman is snatched.
Yeah.
Cut to Nicolas Cage in Hollywood. Yeah. What did it start with when we caught him in Hollywood?
He was meeting with a director.
Yeah.
He was trying to read for him.
Oh yeah, that scene is very Nicolas Cage. Where he's like, the guy's like, oh no, I don't need you to read right now, and then you just bust out with it, going hard in front of a shit ton of people, and
I got 1 million friends. And then he realizes he's not getting jobs anymore, and his agent's like, no, somebody contacted me about this $1 million deal where you just go to his birthday party and like hang out. And he of course denies it at first. He doesn't want to do that, but then he realizes he's not doing well.
Yeah.
He gets drunk at his daughter's 16th birthday party and embarrasses himself.
Sings a song
that he apparently wrote.
Apparently he wrote when him and his daughter, when she was 6, when they drove out to the Grand Canyon and her little head was on his shoulder and the sun was rising. And that's like what all the lyrics to the song were.
Yeah. And you said it was the happiest moment of his life.
Yeah.
And his ex-wife takes him home and is like, your daughter needs a father, not whoever you are right now.
Tough.
And it was like, oof, yikes. And he had debt and shit, so he decides to take the job.
I think what she said was, your daughter needs her father, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. It's tough.
At this point, we've also been introduced to Nikki, which is like...
Oh, right. Fuck, I forgot about that shit. Basically, Nikki is... Nicolas Cage is like,
alter ego?
No, I wouldn't say that. Kind of his personification of his badassness.
Yeah, it's like 1980s Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Talking to old man Cage.
Yeah, trying to like hype him up and shit, and it's obviously just in Nick Cage's head, but he's there. We get to see him.
We're introduced to a spectacular line.
I'm glad you brought that up so that we can later talk about the other thing that happens with Nikki.
Nicholas motherfucking...
Oh, that's not what I was talking about, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think I was going to say?
Not that, but we'll get there.
Yeah, no, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, you need to know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he goes to this island after this falling out with his daughter and realizing that he might be a fallen star.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a boat ride from this guy, and he's kind of like talking, like he's like, I hope this guy doesn't want me to like fuck his wife in front of him, or me watch him fuck his wife, and like, well, and then they get to the island. He was like, listen to this Javi dude. And dude's like, I'm Javi, the guy that was driving over the boat.
Yeah,
and like, God, just the look in his eye when he looks at Nicolas Cage throughout that entire movie, it's just like, there's a spark of something more than admiration.
Yeah. It's, wow, this is my fucking idol and he's my best friend and we could kiss. Yeah. Maybe we could kiss.
Yeah.
But anyway, Nick and Javi become really good friends, really fast friends, because they both like movies. They both like the same movies. And they just have very similar outlooks on life, I would say. And Javi basically takes it upon himself to help Nick Cage, like, improve his life.
One of the reasons he had Nicolas Cage come to the island is because he wrote a script to a movie.
Right.
And he wants Nicolas Cage to be in the movie. Which Nicolas Cage right out was like, I'm not acting anymore. I'm retiring.
He was saying he was retiring because he wasn't getting any more roles. But here comes along Javi, who kind of refreshes his spark. And he kind of plays with him a little bit. Like they were doing a little acting together, like a little improv shit.
That scene was so cute.
And they jumped off a cliff together. Real quick, fast friend bonding shit for quite a while. But then Nick Cage runs into the CIA and they're like, yo, this dude is a fucking international crime lord. And
we believe he has.
And they thought that he had kidnapped the girl in the very beginning who was the presidential nominee's daughter.
Yeah. I can't remember for what country though.
Yeah, because I don't fucking think they say. I don't think it's Hispanic in some way.
Yeah, for sure.
They were definitely speaking Spanish there. That's all I know. That could be fucking like 50 different countries.
Yeah.
But it was like an island kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where was I? Oh, yes. So they get Nick to like basically try and infiltrate his computer systems because obviously Nick doesn't believe them because he just had this great day with Javi and like he's like
this beautiful man.
Yeah. He was like, I fucking know people. Like,
oh yeah, he's like my fucking something actor's intuition or something like that.
Basically, actor's intuition.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking know he's not this dude that you're saying he is.
Yeah, and then it's the birthday and
yeah, it's Javi's birthday party where he tries to break into the thing.
Oh yeah. He tries to break into the thing,
and then the computer room. Basically,
the way it starts though is they give him this patch to where he could like shake somebody's hand and they'll knock out, like pass out in a couple of minutes. But then he wipes some sweat from his forehead, and then like I think I touched my forehead. Like, did you touch your forehead? He's like, I don't think so. It's fine. And then he's like starts passing out.
Yeah. Which then they were like, you're gonna die. So I feel like it would just like kills you.
Well, no, because he was like also somewhere he wasn't supposed to be.
Well, right. That's a good point. Right.
And they're like, you got to go back inside to get the antidote.
Yeah.
And he locked the door. They're like, what about the key we gave you? And he's like, it's inside.
Yeah. I fucked up.
Yeah, and there's just like this like really fun sloppy scene of like Nicolas Cage like not being able to use half of his body trying to like sneak into somewhere. Yeah,
he's trying to like scooch along a ledge of a wall outside, getting into the other window. And he does succeed.
I just remembered something about that scene.
Tell him.
When he gets inside, he hits the ground, and then he has to like he starts doing this like really funny like scooching thing, like where he's just using his legs.
Yeah.
And he gets the antidote, and then he misses, and then passes out. And they're like, "Oh fuck, he's fucked. He's dead. We're fucked." And then Tiffany Haddish's character goes, "Action!" And he wakes up and fucking checks himself.
That shit was hilarious.
And then they're both just like fucking actors.
Yeah. It's a great time. And I feel like he doesn't really find anything, right? In that room?
I thought no, I think he was supposed to, but then all that goofy shit happened and then he had to go downstairs for like the toast or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then during the toast, or no. I feel like he didn't find anything, and they were like, you have to find a way to stay here longer.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember why,
I think
though.
they did find something, and that it was the girl might be on the island. And that's why they're like, you got to find a way to stay here
like they
longer.
had just said that shit, though.
Maybe.
They got that from their intel. Or that she was on the compound.
Yeah.
And so Nick comes up with this idea to stay longer. He agrees to basically help Javi make a movie.
Like, it's almost like a proposal. Like,
yeah.
He's like, Nicolas Cage, would you be in my movie? And then Nicolas Cage is like, yeah, dude.
He says no.
He says no right there?
Yeah,
I thought he said no beforehand.
He did, but then he's like, I won't be in it, but we can make a movie together.
Right.
And that's how he gets to stay there, because they're like workshopping a script.
Because then the next day.
Yeah, the next day, arguably the best 30 minutes of the movie.
Arguably the best 30 minutes of my entire life.
Yeah. Because Nick Cage is trying to get into this room, which is obviously like a secret room, or it's more like a little building.
Yeah. And
Javi like runs into him there, and then is like, "Wanna fucking do some acid?"
Yeah.
And Nick's like, "Fuck it," and goes for it.
Yeah, and then they take a drive around the mountainside on acid.
Yeah.
Talking about this movie that they're gonna make. Which the entire time that they're talking about this movie, they're describing the movie that we're watching.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, no, it's gonna be a really interesting adult character piece.
Yeah.
And then like as this movie slowly morphs into something else, they add those details to their idea, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because
very meta.
But that whole acid scene was amazing. Like them talking to each other, them giggling, and then like it turns into he's like they're talking about the movie, and Nicolas Cage goes, "What if we had like a paranoia element to it?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, what if those guys over there were watching us? And then he turns around, and he's like, "I think those guys are watching us."
Yeah.
There was a very fun like meta cut to this movie that
Absolutely.
was like just keeping pace with itself. It was very fun.
And they basically like go around, kind of have like a little action, like like kind of espionage kind of movie going on. Like with what they're doing, like they're going through the action because they're trying to run away from the guys they think are watching them.
Who were not watching them.
Not
they kept
watching them
looking at them because they kept being weird.
Yeah.
Dude, the
fucking laugh.
Nicolas Cage said, said, don't look at him again. He's like, I'm gonna look. He's like, if you look, you gotta do like a laugh before you look. And then he just turns around, looks him dead in the eye, and starts doing this like maniacal laugh.
It's more like he has like this terrified, scared look on his face and is laughing.
It's like, yeah. Staring these people down, and they're staring back at him, and then turns back to Nicolas Cage. He's like, they're watching us.
Hilarious, I would say.
Yeah, and then that is followed by a scene where they're helping each other up a wall, and just the stakes are so high for them. And it's so cute because like Nicolas Cage is like, I can't leave you behind. It's like, if you don't go now, they'll get us both.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
It was amazing.
Their relationship was fucking everything in this movie.
Yes.
I really can't remember what happens exactly next, but I know that
that's where
Nick Cage tries to get back into the room, but then Javi comes to again.
They're together, and like he sees Nicolas Cage trying to get in, and he goes,
"Do you really want to fucking go in there?"
He's like, "Even if it changes the dynamic of our relationship,
yeah,
or something like that." He was like, "How you view me, or something."
It'll change
like that.
how you view me, yeah. And so he lets him in, and instead of it being where the kidnapped girl is being held, it is instead a room-sized shrine to Nicolas Cage. And a large room too.
So much memorabilia.
Yeah.
There was the stuffed rabbit from Con Air in there, which I think was the actual stuffed rabbit. It was like he had gone into auctions or something and just got all this fucking movie memorabilia of Nicolas Cage. And then the centerpiece of this whole room was Nicolas Cage with his golden guns.
Like a mannequin of Nicolas Cage.
I think it was a wax figure.
There's something. That's a mannequin.
Fair enough. Oranges to apples, they're both fruits. But but it's him from Face Off with the actual golden guns from Face Off. And Nicolas Cage is like, this thing's grotesque. How much did you spend on it? He says $6,000. He's like, take 20 grand for it. I think that sets in like in his mind, he was like, Javi for sure did not kidnap these girls.
Yeah, for sure. He's just a massive fucking nerd. Yeah. Like, a dorkable guy.
There's so many parts where me and Savvy were just like quietly to ourselves, like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
Yeah. Hollywood, I'm disappointed in you.
I'm a little let down.
I'm very let down. You built up this incredible relationship from two of my favorite people on this planet. And one had an ex-wife and the other had basically a non-existent love interest that we didn't know about until the very fucking end.
Yeah, that was kind of funny though. But
was it?
Yeah, because he was like, well, I won't talk about it right now.
All right.
But,
right. Okay.
Well, we lost in that. We did get something else spectacular.
We did. Because not long after that, the CIA agents were basically like, it might come down to like you versus Javi. And he was basically like questioning if he would be able to like kill Javi. And he goes to this bar because he's having a tough time, right?
Right.
And
no, I'm with you.
He imagines Nikki again. Shirley can't even remember what they talked about because that wasn't important.
It was just him hyping him up.
It was him hype. Yeah.
You could do this. You're Nicolas fucking Cage.
Right.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I still don't really understand it, but Nikki and Nick fucking make out.
We get a little autosexualism on the screen, and it's like it's so weirdly intimate where like Nicolas Cage has his hands off at Nikki for a minute, and then he starts to like hold on to him.
Yeah. And then it goes on for a few seconds there, and Nikki lets go and says, "Yep." What's he saying? Like, yep, Nick is a fucking good kisser or something like that.
I feel like he calls himself the best.
He does say something else.
Something like Nicolas Cage is still the best fucking kisser or something like that.
I feel like it was short. But basically, he's just like, "Yep, still got it."
Yeah.
The fuck.
I believe that's another scene where I was quietly to myself going, "Kiss, kiss, kiss," and then they did it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
And then I was like, that's the fucking gay kiss for the movie, isn't it? And I was right.
And I said no.
Yeah, he still had hope.
Kiss.
I knew it.
I feel like if you were gonna do it at all, it should have been during the acid scene, where like you could like do it, but it doesn't really say that much.
No, it should have been at the end when they thought they were like about to die. Remember that?
Oh yeah, it should have been.
There was a perfect moment for it.
It should have been at the gun scene where they were fighting against
each other. Yeah. Yes.
Drop the gun.
Yes, that's what it was. But instead, they started getting shot at each other. But they could have been kissing while they were getting shot at each other.
But yeah, and so Nicolas Cage is confronted with you might have to be the person to kill Javi, or you are going to have to be the person to kill Javi.
Mm-hmm.
And then not long after this, Javi talks to his cousin, which is the actual person in charge of the crime syndicate.
Yeah.
And Javi is told he's going to have to be the one to kill Nicolas Cage because they found out that he's working with the CIA.
Yeah, and Javi realized that he had kidnapped the presidential nominee
And also, not long before this, Javi had brought Nicolas Cage's family onto the island so they could work through their problems so they could get back to the movie.
Yeah, because Javi was just being the best friend. Like,
so great.
The bestest friend.
He was watching him talk to his family like it was a Nicolas Cage movie because he was just over there like, this is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it comes to they're going to have to kill each other. And there's this scene where they're driving to a location where I guess where they both decide like, this is going to be the spot where I kill him.
Yeah.
Right before that, there's this scene where like, yeah, Nicolas Cage is like, I really like your shoes. He's like, I don't wear them a lot. I don't feel like they suit me. Like, they're perfect on you, dude. Like, that of it. Like, and then
it's because they switched shoes.
Yeah.
Because Javi was like, I don't think they'd suit me. Fucking, I think they'd look better on you. And then he like gives Nick Cage one of them to try on. He was like, oh yeah, those are fucking great on you. And Nick Cage is like, I like your shoes. Do you want to trade?
Like permanently?
Permanently? Yeah.
And then they trade shoes. And then they go to the spot. And then Javi pulls the golden guns on him. And,
No.
Right?
Nick has the golden guns.
No, Javi has the golden guns. Because I remember Nicolas Cage saying, you're going to kill me with my golden guns. Like my own golden guns.
No.
Yes.
No. No. Because Javi had the gun that his cousin gave him.
Oh.
And then Nick had gotten the golden guns because that was the only guns he could have access to.
I don't know why I try to argue with you when I'm always wrong.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah, you're right. You go ahead. I'll be quiet for the rest of the episode.
No.
Yeah, so they're like talking about like, I have to, man. He's like, I have to. He's like, I don't want to kill you. And then Nicolas Cage is like, you're the last person I want to kill. And Javi's like, I fucking love you. And Nicolas Cage is like, I love you. And
yeah.
That was probably one of the best scenes too.
For sure.
If I had to like right now rank the scenes that we've talked about, it would be that. No, it would be acids. And then that, and then
I fucking love you, and then
the Kiss and Nikki scene.
Oh right. Yep. And then they realize that they don't have to kill each other.
Yeah, they explain everything to each other.
Yeah, they actually talk it out, which I was like yelling at them to do, and they did it, and I was like, oh fuck, great.
You might not want to go see a movie with me and Savvy.
Yeah. Well, it makes it more entertaining. Yeah. So, also, we didn't say this at all. During the movie, they had subtitles on.
Oh yeah, I've never been in a movie theater with subtitles.
Same. I was fucking hype as shit. I don't know if like someone in our theater had requested them or something, or if like it's the specific movie. But
I wonder if you could always do that.
I think you can. I'm pretty sure. Because like the different theaters have like, they'll have a symbol. Like when you go to buy the tickets, if they have that, the CC symbol, closed captions.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Start doing that. Forcing people to watch subtitles with us.
For sure.
But yeah. It's crazy how many people don't like subtitles.
Yeah.
But
it's almost like they're just being prejudiced because they're like, I don't need them. Bitch, you do. You don't actually know what they're saying. I promise you, there is something.
There's so much you could miss without subtitles.
Exactly.
It's even funny when you're not supposed to understand somebody, but then they have perfect subtitles for that person.
It can add humor. I love when it says something like chuckles like maniacally. I love that shit.
Or there's something in Middle District Schwartz when we watch it. There's a when Thomas Middleditch is just laughing. Thomas Middleditch is laughing. It says feminine laugh.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. Use subtitles.
Use your subtitles, you dumb whore.
Because like sometimes you don't even realize that your TV's too quiet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then it'll be
like. It's just like when you look up the lyrics to a song that you've listened to 100 times.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it fucking says that?
Yeah. Or it makes it just stick in your brain better.
Absolutely.
If you're somebody like me that likes to annoyingly quote a movie like all the time, like almost as a response or a conversation starter at all times.
Same.
Because you are void of a personality. But
that is your personality.
But yeah, where were we at in the movie?
Great question. Oh, they just said I fucking love you, and they were going to shoot each other, but then they didn't. Yeah. And instead, his cousin's men, his goons, start shooting at them, and then they have to run away. It's very dramatic. They're trying to get back to Javi's house.
They're trying to get back to the car.
Yeah.
And they get in this argument about like who's gonna go to the car and bring it over. And then Nicolas Cage is like, I can't do it in these shoes. He's like, you're way faster than me. Even in what was the word?
Pantyhose or something.
No. It was insufficient shoes or something like that. And the kid is like, fine, I'll go. And he goes, wait, you're gonna go? I'll go too. So
yeah.
Just take off to the car. Yeah, and then they're trying to get back to where the girls have been kidnapped, or no, they're going.
No, they're trying to go back to Javi's house.
They're trying to drop off Gabriella and Nicolas Cage's wife.
They're trying to get them.
Yeah, okay, they get them, and then they take them to the safe house.
Yes, and when they get to Javi's, they find out that the cousin took Nick Cage's daughter as well. So now he has a personal stake in it, and he decides he's gonna fucking get his daughter back.
Yep. Which is fun because also the FBI agents told
CIA.
The CIA agents told Nicolas Cage to like, you got to get him talking about the kidnappings, and he was like, we're talking about making it an adult, a dramatic piece, a character piece, and then she's like, what if you bring up like making it a kidnapping movie?
Oh, right.
And then he's like, that would never work. And then but then it turns into a kidnapping movie.
Right. And by this point, it is a full-fledged like action movie.
Yeah.
Nick Cage, his ex-wife is a makeup artist, so she obviously has the skills to put him in disguise as some Italian dude. I can't remember.
Herself as some dude's wife.
Yeah. I want to say his name was Serafino.
It was something so weird like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they pull up to this compound, basically walk right through the front door, and the cousin dude is taking him around. And they are led to their daughter, or no, they start sneaking around.
Yeah.
They start sneaking around, and he confronts a dude, and then they get caught, and then they're brought to the cousin, who is where the girls are being held. So then they now know, they see the girls, and then Nick Cage takes a shot. Not takes a shot, but takes the opportunity to like grab the cousin guy and basically hold him hostage.
Yeah. What happens is that annoying read that he was doing for that director earlier in the movie. he starts to do that read right there again when he had the gun to his head. Like, take the shot or whatever. I don't remember what the whole fucking monologue was.
It's long.
Yeah, it's long, but he uses that as the opportunity to like get him up, and then is it a knife that he uses? He has him at the neck with a knife.
I think so.
Yeah, and he's just like, shoot him, you know, blah 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 blah. And then who comes in there and
who do you think?
Javi.
Yeah. And
Javi comes to save his man.
Yeah, because the ex-wife and the daughter and the presidential nominee's daughter get out, and Javi's like, "Where's Nick Cage?" And then he goes back in for him.
That's it.
Yeah, obviously that's his best fucking friend.
What was the was it Nicolas Cage or Javi when they were talking about the movie? Described the movie being about two strong emotional men bonding. Okay, it was Javi.
And he helps him out. Nick Cage does quite well for himself. He like takes out a few guys.
Yeah.
And they escape. They are driving back to the embassy. It's a car chase scene. Javi decides to stop kind of halfway to slow him down, and Gabriella stops with him. Javi actually like fucking leaps out of the car.
Right. Not long before this though, they're talking about Gabriella and how he's explained to Nicolas Cage like how they could never be together kind of thing, and Nicolas Cage is like, wait, you like Gabriella? And he's like, yeah, I think that's been pretty clear this entire time.
No, he said, yeah, you didn't know?
Yeah.
Like, no, I didn't fucking know because I've never seen you two interact. The fuck?
He was having the same problems with the movie that we were.
Yeah.
Which is like,
it's a great way of putting it.
It was this crazy kind of meta thing like throughout the entire movie where it's like they're also watching the movie or talking about the movie that we're watching.
Which you realize because at the end, at the embassy, they pull up and they basically like get surrounded again, and then like it fluidly cuts to like Nick Cage is there, but the ex-wife and the two girls have been replaced by actresses.
Yeah.
Like very obviously not the same people.
That threw me off real hard because like when I panned back to the car, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was so smooth. All the transitions in this movie were pretty smooth.
Also, that CGI on Nicolas Cage to make him look like younger Nicolas Cage was so like I was trying to find a fault in it that entire time because I'm an asshole like that. And it just looks so fucking good. Like
I think it looked a little strange around his mouth, but that was about it. What was I saying?
You're talking about the fluid transition into it becoming
a movie. Yeah. And then you realize, oh, this is the fucking movie like that they were talking about. It's really about them. And it ends with like a pan out to Nick Cage in the theater watching it, like the premiere with all his friends and family.
Yeah.
And everyone gives it a standing ovation.
Javi stops Nicolas Cage.
No, first the movie ends and Javi is not sitting near Nick Cage, and Nick Cage like gets up and is like looking around. And I was like, he's fucking looking for Javi, isn't he? He was.
And then the smile on his face when Javi started to come up.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The smile on both of their faces when they saw each other.
Yeah.
And then they're talking, and then Javi's like, we're gonna go do this after party, and then we're gonna do a couple of interviews. And then as Javi's talking about it, he sees his wife and daughter walking out of the theater, and he's like, you got this, Javi. Go have a good time. I got some things to do. And then
I gotta go be with my family.
Yeah, family.
I'm a family man.
I gotta go be with my family, man. Nicolas Cage kissing himself. It's like kind of like a vampire's kiss. Would you call it that?
Especially with what Nikki was wearing.
Oh my god. Fucking skin tight jeans.
Yeah, leather jacket.
The kind of leather jacket that like is like almost like a crop top too. You know what I mean?
Slim fit.
But yeah, and then he goes and watches. We didn't even talk about it.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about one of the jokes. Okay, so at the beginning, when Javi and Nick are becoming good friends, how I said they were both into the same movies, Nick Cage had asked Javi what his top 3 films of all time were. Mm-hmm. And one was a Nick Cage movie. I can't remember what it was.
He said, well, Face Off, of course.
Face Off, yes.
Number 1.
Face Off, and then the old...
it was like
German movie.
No, Strange. It was
that was not the first word. It was... Oh, maybe it was.
It was Doctor something.
Yeah. But it was an old movie that Nick Cage had tried to make his daughter watch, but she didn't like it.
German movie.
Yeah, an old German movie. Yeah. That was number 2, and then Javi was like, "You're not gonna, don't judge me or anything," but like, because he was stalling for a really long time, not wanting to tell him, and then he finally says, "Paddington 2," and Nick Cage was like, "What?"
It's like, have you ever seen Paddington 2?
I cried through the whole thing. Made me want to be a better man.
Cut to a scene of them watching it together.
And Nick Cage crying.
Like
sobbing.
And then that's the movie that he watches with his daughter at the end.
Because that's what she wanted to watch.
Yeah, that was crazy when she said Paddington 2. I was like, no way.
Yeah. And now we need to watch Paddington 2.
Yeah. Absolutely will.
Probably just watch Paddington 2 without watching.
I don't think we need... Yeah, I think that makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that everybody was so specific about Paddington 2, like it has to be Paddington 2.
You're right.
I wonder if that means just it's assumed that everybody's seen the first Paddington, or but
let me look it up real quick.
I wonder if it's like gone up since that movie came out, like its rating.
Okay, the first one is a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. 87% of Google users like it.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
99% on Rotten Tomatoes!
Which is better than what Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is now. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. 99 on Rotten Tomatoes?
99 fucking percent. That's nutty.
Oh my god.
89% of Google users like it, so yeah, it's better than the first one.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
I can't wait to watch it though. Oh boy, are you guys ready for an outro? I don't know if we can do that yet.
No. Because we didn't do our ratings.
Oh, we didn't do our ratings. Yeah, let's do our ratings.
One drink.
One drink?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say a glass of ice and a full bottle of bourbon, and you drink at your leisure.
That sounds fantastic.
You got to get the spirit. You got to feel like you're Nicolas Cage, about to kiss Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. That's probably the best possible way you could enjoy this movie.
Just like, picture watching a Nicolas Cage movie, and then in the middle of it, you hear the bottle, the top of the bottle coming off. That's like that.
Yeah.
I'm
bourbon.
a big fan of aesthetic sounds. I wish I could make that noise. It's like, nailed it right there.
The first one you did too was pretty good. I think it's
like
somewhere like
bottle.
A combo of those two.
Yeah. I'm not gonna try it.
Okay.
Because one I did was out and the other one was in, and I don't think I can do that. You know what I mean?
Together. Yeah. Gotcha.
Nope, not gonna try it. I'll have a stroke.
Okay. So yeah. Hopefully, if you're listening to this, you also saw the movie, and I also hope you liked it.
I also hope that you're disappointed that they didn't kiss.
Yeah, because the fuck, like it's obvious. It's obvious, right? Like,
yeah.
That was a fucking.
How fast they build chemistry.
Yeah.
And then, like, how fast it just quickly just keeps ramping up, and then it's.
And then they literally say "I love you" to each other.
Yeah.
So.
If they didn't start getting shit out, I'm certain they would have dropped their guns and kissed right there.
Yeah. But whatever. Truly a failure on Hollywood's part.
That's the final take on this movie. Outro.
Yeah. Literally just that fact was about the only thing I didn't like about the movie. So
yeah, because it feels like they were fucking teasing us the whole time that we've been knowing about this movie.
Yeah, right.
All the scenes that they showed us in the trailer were like them like longingly looking at each other. And I fucking love you, and the fucking dude. Missed opportunity, Hollywood.
Truly, the fuck? Man up.
Man up.
Pedro absolutely, hands down. I don't even need to ask him the question. He would have fucking kissed Nick Cage. Yeah. And Nick Cage would have taken it. Nick Cage kissed himself, so
Nick Cage
kissed a man, and that was some man there.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's
he kissed a man for this movie.
I wonder if there's been anything else where he kissed a man that wasn't like a fucking supposed to be like an intimidating, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if he's ever passionately kissed.
What?
There's several times where like Nicolas Cage will like grab somebody's head and then smooch him and then like pull him away.
Wow, he absolutely would have kissed Pedro. Like, yeah, I didn't know that fact.
I want to say he does that in Face Off.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, Face Off, so good. Like watching this made me want to go back and watch a lot of classics that I have and haven't seen.
Yeah, same. It's definitely, there's a lot of little Easter eggs for everyone who has seen all the Nick Cage movies.
Definitely stuff we probably missed.
For sure. Absolutely. I recognized almost nothing in that memorabilia room.
Which was, after we watched that, you sent me a Snapchat a couple of days later of you watching Star Trek. Mm-hmm. And it was the one guy from Family Man.
Oh, yeah.
You sent me this funny video, and then, like, you were like, I think I know who this is. And I was like, he does look familiar.
I was like, I fucking recognize this bitch. I'll play it right now. Because the audio is funny, too. They had 4 days to decide. Why do they have to decide right? Why do they have to decide right? All right.
And that one guy was who in Family Man?
He
was like the guy that got his job after he switched over. When he got the glimpse.
Yep.
Tie back into our first episode.
Yeah. Wow. Who got that reference?
How far have we come?
Whew.
14 episodes.
And we have so many fucking Nick Cage movies to watch.
Yeah, we still have something like 80 to still watch. Which next? Do you remember what's next?
No.
Something Angels. That's all I think it's
the Angels one.
Yeah.
Yep. Where he is an angel instead of Don Cheadle this time.
Yeah. It'd be so funny if he made an appearance.
That would be hilarious.
It's called City of Angels.
Oh, yeah. Something Angels.
Yeah. I crushed it. So, yeah, it was... Who would have thought we would still be doing this podcast?
Yeah.
Long enough to, like, what? It's been...
To actually have seen the movie already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd see more Nicolas Cage movies before then, but...
Right. Kind of a little fuck up on our part, but...
Yeah. We wanted to establish the variety thing early, so it wasn't like people got obsessed with the idea of us doing Nicolas Cage stuff. Mm-hmm. But, obsessed. Like, somebody's going to be obsessed with us. How arrogant of me.
I mean, Nick Cage fans be crazy.
They do be being kind of crazy.
We're Nick Cage fans, and I can confirm.
I can confirm that if we saw Nicolas Cage in the streets, we might get arrested.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear the noise I just made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Would lose my mind. Can you believe Nick Cage was in New York a week after we were?
I am so upset about that.
Yeah. It's tough. I don't even think it was a week, was it? It was more like a few days.
Like 2 days after we left. Tough. Yeah, because we were...
So sad.
It might have been a week. No, it wasn't, because we were hanging out with your brother at the bar that he showed us the video of him in New York doing the... Yeah. I think it was Tree Bark at that point.
It was.
Tree Bark. He's been doing these interviews for the movie coming out, and, like, they'll ask him about what he's wearing, and he'd be like, well, this outfit's inspired by cranberry juice. And then you just... I feel like somebody's paying him to say this specific word as many times as he can in an interview.
The first one was shortbread.
Shortbread.
If you've not seen that going around yet.
Well, yeah, look up Nicolas Cage shortbread, and I guarantee it's the first video.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a trilogy now, though. It's shortbread, tree bark, cranberry juice.
Which he's always describing his outfit. We didn't get to see the cranberry juice one. He's talking about it like...
Yeah, he wanted to.
He wanted to wear it, yeah.
So, like, it has to be someone, like... Say this as many times as you can. Because, like, he didn't even have the fucking suit. He was just talking about it.
Somebody's paying him $1,000 per cranberry juice.
What if it's Pedro?
Oh, no. That'd be great.
That would be my best,
seeing.
but the best thing.
I want to see more Pedro Pascal's.
Absolutely.
I've been watching like interviews with him and stuff. And
Let's watch Narcos right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, we gotta go again.
Something popped.
Something popped up.
It's work related. We'll be back to you guys. Sorry, we won't. We'll call you when we get home.
Okay. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah, it's this one. That's the end call button.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. Love you.